¿Ya listos? All right. What's up, guys? My name is Mario.
My name is Sylvia.
My name's Pao.
Welcome back to another Vive con Huevos podcast. I need a longer clap. It just stresses me out.
Oh, it
so
ends
much.
right there.
That's where
I
it
always
ends. Watch
thought
it.
you ended
no,
it.
watch.
No,
And it just dies.
I mean, it's pretty long, but I always thought you ended it. I didn't.
Yeah.
I think maybe I should
It just
like.
kind of cuts off.
think
Like
I
you
need to,
just
like,
do like a
fade it
taper.
out.
Yeah, like a fade.
There you go. That's
Yeah,
a little better.
That was a little better.
It's okay. Everything takes practice, Mario.
If I I've been doing this for like 3 years. If I do it fast, it sounds like it's low-key kind of sounded like rain.
It's like the sound machine I like.
Right?
The brown
Doesn't it?
noise.
Like when there's like a lot of wind and it's a. Let me do it
Yeah,
again.
like hitting the foil.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry for all those noises in your ears.
Yeah, sorry if you had the volume at full
stems,
blast.
but audio
And
stems.
why do we get stems? I actually do generally have that question. Like, why do we stem out? You don't really stem out that much.
Autism.
It's-
I just
like
don't
there's
have
something
autism.
wrong with
I don't know
y'all.
what to tell you.
There's something wrong with y'all on that side of the couch. That's what
Why-
that look was.
We leave the vibe over there, the autism on one side.
It must be nice to be normal.
This is the tizzy couch.
Hell yeah. We don't like to be normal over here. We cry.
We couldn't if we tried.
You know what else I do? I have, and it like stresses me out when I edit. I have restless leg syndrome. I'm
I do too.
always like,
Or was that person that people would like,
oh,
can you get the fuck off my
Yeah.
I
desk?
was.
I used to be that way too, and I don't know when mine stopped because I would get in trouble. Like my mom used to put her hand, like how I do it to you
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my family would do it to me,
See,
but like
I'm
I
always
don't know
like, oh
when I
shit. I'm always
stopped.
like shaking that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing it
People
right now.
hated me in class because I was.
Yeah. With the
I
little
wonder.
basket.
Yeah.
Is
Y
it
inconscientemente. Like I wouldn't do it.
Probably.
Like,
What causes? I do want to know what causes restless
Trauma.
leg syndrome, because
yeah, 'cause I
I
just had to keep going because I'm always on a hustle mode, baby. I'm a
Yeah.
hustler. I'm a hustler, baby.
because if you ask my mom, she'd be like, "Yeah, it was bad, but I don't know."
I also had to like
What did you do? Help.
fidget.
A dopamine imbalance. Maybe I balanced my dopamine. Low iron levels.
Oh,
You do. Have
I am
low.
very low on iron.
Genetics often runs in families. Certain medical conditions like nerve damage, kidney disease, Parkinson's.
Nerve
No.
damage.
I do have a lot of nerve damage.
Caffeine,
My dad
alcohol,
hit
and
me too
nicotine
hard
can
that
make
one
symptoms
time.
worse.
It's like everything
not
on this
funny.
list I have.
RLS is basically a brain and nerve signaling issue, often influenced by iron levels, genetics, or other health factors. Interesting. That's not. I would have never thought that your iron levels made you have
Like
RLS.
restless.
Mhm.
Like,
I
what
always
is
thought
your
it was
bad-
just like pent up energy,
Yeah.
and so when I started working out a lot, I was like, "Oh, I must be releasing."
I
so
thought it was
much
like an
energy.
attention thing, Like-
attention ADD.
Oh, like
like
ADD?
ADHD type. Yeah.
Probably.
It's
That
probably
probably
part of
doesn't
it.
help.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a neurological issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did hit my head a lot of times.
You, what were you like? One away from being?
I went away from
brain
being
dead or some shit.
Brain dead. Handicap.
handicapped.
Yeah, that.
Like on paper, I would have been
Sorry.
handicapped.
Please don't cancel us.
Ya van dos episodios que nos van a cancelar.
It's okay. We're funny. You gotta find humor in things. You know?
You do. Also, I'm joking myself. Like I'm not even.
Wait.
Like she's making fun of
I'm
herself.
making
sorry,
fun
I
of
was like,
myself for
Yeah.
being.
Sorry.
You're allowed
slow.
to make fun of yourself.
I do that a lot, though. I do make fun of myself a lot.
You do, yeah.
You have to.
Self-deprecation. I love it. I love that shit.
There's something seriously wrong with you guys.
I feel so judged.
I'm
by
a little
Pau's
scared
success.
today.
There's a lot of energy on this side of the room right
Yeah.
now. We got chips.
Yeah, you do.
I wish we had real chips. Though.
Yeah.
Some real
No,
chips
we
are
didn't buy
bomb.
snacks today.
Or
I
is-
regretted that. I know we left Vaughn's and we got all the breakfast stuff for today, and we were on our way back, and I was like, damn, we fucked up. Should have got some snacks.
When you ask me, I'm just the wrong person to ask if you want snacks when I'm buying food because I know I'm gonna go eat and not want the snacks.
Yeah.
And I'm like the typical like you
That's a
grocery
good
shop a
habit.
certain way and then you
Mhm.
wish you like then when you
Yeah.
want something you're
I
like, why
should have
did I do
listened
that?
to my gut because I was like, we have a long day of recording today.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna need some munchies, and we didn't have any. We don't have anything because we haven't gone grocery shopping.
I have granola bites.
It's not the same.
They're good though.
I know, but it's not the same. I want the
There's
little,
chocolate and berry.
little cringe.
Oh, you're so cute.
Little cringe.
You don't have pretzel? You finished the pretzels already?
They don't hit the same either. You
I'll
just
take
need-
them.
I mean, yeah, they're good.
I have popcorn. We can make popcorn.
Ooh, hello.
Anyways, I don't know.
Hanky.
You guys, I think I'm firing you guys today.
Oh,
So fucked up. First of all, I started this shit. All right.
I'm just kidding, but I do
I've
want to
never
talk
been
about
fired
something.
before. Actually,
I would never fire you, oh my god.
You've never been fired?
Mm-mm.
My dad fires me like every other day.
Have I been fired? I've never been fired.
I've always quit.
hmm
Bye, bitch.
Oh yeah, and the one time I wasn't to get fired, I quit before they fired me.
Did I ever tell you about when I left the
that black guy, the meme.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
when I left the tech job? It's because it happened around this time 2 years ago.
Mhm.
When I left the tech job, when I was deleting everything off of my computer, they messaged me and they're like, "Hey, I see you're back online. Are you back home?" Did I tell you what happened? Did I go to Coachella?
No, we went on vacation.
Oh, I don't know why I thought it was Coachella.
Was it at the Italy trip? Because you were gonna quit after Italy,
Yeah, so they were already like,
and so you told them that our flight got canceled.
that's right,
and,
you're
like,
right, you're
he's-
right.
Like
All
he
this
asked
shit.
for a certain amount of
Yeah.
days, right? And like you
Yeah.
only got X
'Cause
amount. Or
a few months
something.
before before we went to Italy, was yo ya sabía que they were already trying to like get me out. Like they had demoted me. Like it was just a pain in the fucking ass. I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna play your game too. I'm gonna be fucking petty.
Of course.
So I had already
The
asked.
chip.
Yeah, I had already asked for time off, and I was like, I'm at least get my PTO,
Mm.
and then get my bread. So when we came back, I told him that my flight got delayed because also I came back and my dad needed help in a
Mhm,
commercial
with a
job.
commercial job. Yeah, that's
And I was
what
like,
it was.
fuck yeah, double the paycheck. I'm up, you
Yeah.
down, you lost me.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, this is
Anyway.
totally
No,
derailing the
keep
conversation.
saying. No, this actually goes into the topic I had for today. So
Oh, okay.
keep telling
And
your
then
story.
we get back, and then I tell him, I was like, oh, my flight got delayed. Like, we're still in Italy. I'm back. Like, I'm helping my dad, like,
Yeah.
full force. And then I'm chilling. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm still like, voy a aumentar because I still had PTO in my like PTO that wasn't gonna get paid out. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna use it all. And then
Or you had like sick time or something.
yeah, I
don't know.
had something that I needed to use that I wasn't gonna get paid out. And I remember I was home and I was like, fuck this. I'm also gonna delete all the shit that I worked on while I was there. All my SOPs, everything. Like, fuck you. Like,
Don't
I-
get on Mario's
oh
bad
no,
side.
when you piss me off,
know,
like
this
I'm
is
a
like-
whole ass other level.
I feel like there's a mirror right here. And I'm like afraid to look at myself.
It's because okay, to paint the
'Cause
picture,
I am too.
to paint the picture for the because now I feel like it's been 2 years. I can actually talk
Yeah.
about it now. So this tech job, they had hired
I'm
me.
healed.
They had hired me to come on as their HR, as
Mm.
their HR generalist, and I was like, okay, bet. But it was
They needed project management.
so it was an HR generalist, operations manager.
Mm.
And they had promised me going from operations manager to either being full HR or being director of operations. And I was like,
Okay.
okay, bet. Like, that's fucking sick. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Total, when I get there, it was like they like totally bamboozled me. What they really needed was a project manager. I have never done project management in my life, at least to that scale and in
Yeah.
tech. Like, bro, I come from a
And he's not a
blue-collar
project
industry.
manager. Like the
No.
detail that it takes to take a
Yeah.
project, to be a
Mhm.
project manager. Like I was like, I don't know, you got to take a class because like,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was just confusing as hell because then like my quarterly review came up and like they were pissed off and I was pissed off and I was like, well, listen, you hired me for one thing, you're telling me to do this. Like
Yeah.
I'm not a project manager. Like I'm down to learn, but like I'm not a
Yeah.
project
But also
manager.
meet
and
me
you
where
really
I'm
did
at.
try. Like you
Yeah.
really tried to like learn their CRM system and learn everything that they
Everything
were like
I
wanting
switched
him
them
to
over
do.
to like HubSpot. Like I developed like SOPs for them. Like I was like on my shit there, and then just turned out that the boss was a dick or that the CEO was a dick. And then one day, they hired director of
Operations.
operations behind my back, and she just came in one day and she's like, "Oh, it's my first day." I forgot how it went. Realistically, it was like
Yeah,
it
it
was a long
was
time ago,
like a little shady though the
yeah,
way
but
it
it
was
was like
done.
super shady the way it went. And the day before, they had called me into a meeting and they're like, "Hey, we're actually gonna demote you to like an assistant, basically,
Mm-hmm.
and we're taking off like 50% of your paycheck." And I was like,
Ay,
"Fuck
güey.
that!" And like from one day to the next, like there was no warning, there was no like lead up to this.
Yeah.
So around the time we were like few months out from the Italy trip, so I was like, "I'm gonna get my payback. Fuck you guys." So I
Mhm.
planned this whole thing. I schemed this whole thing. Like I was like, I'm gonna get my PTO. I'm gonna fuck them over. Not fuck them over like really bad,
Yeah.
but I'm at least plan it out so I can all the things that should have been paid out, we're gonna get paid out. And I came back, yeah, and I deleted all my SOPs off of their CRM systems.
Oh
I
shit.
deleted all the work that I did. I like cleared out my computer, and then when I turned everything in, I was like, sorry, bye.
Yeah. And the only person I felt bad for in this
Damn.
situation was that girl that they hired
Oh yeah.
because she basically walked into nothing and like she
Yeah.
was supposed to have all these things that Mario had set up, right? And like not to say that he shouldn't have deleted everything, but it's like, damn, esta pobre muchacha, like
Yeah, it's
she
not her
thinks,
fault, yeah.
yeah, like she thinks she's walking into one thing and is walking in completely something different.
Yikes.
But like it's what happened to you too,
Yeah.
you know? No, it was really shitty. The guy also was like he was
He was an
rude.
asshole.
Like
yeah.
the way he would talk to Mario, like I was like, yeah, no, that's not okay. Like this is an HR case, but there was no HR. Like Mario was supposed to be
and I
Mario
was
was HR.
yeah, and I was acting HR, and I don't have my
I
Sherm.
was acting.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
didn't have my Sherm like my certificates. I don't have any like actual HR stuff. Like I have HR experience, but I don't have any certifications.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So like, how the fuck was I supposed to put in a case?
Yeah.
Like with who? With my
It was weird.
yeah.
Yeah. I think I remember the like la gota que derramó el vaso fue algo que te dijo, no? Like the way he spoke to you or something he said to you.
I forgot how.
That because I remember my mom and I being like, fuck that. Like
Yeah.
you don't let anybody talk to you that way.
Yeah, I still have all the screenshots just in
Yeah.
case I ever need to go back and.
Well, yeah, because at one point he was like getting sued. No,
was, yeah.
yeah, like it was like this whole thing. Yeah, like it
Oh,
ended up,
shit.
like by employees
Yeah.
that worked there while Mario was there.
Damn.
Yeah, but speaking of the workplace, I found this really, no, I mean it was interesting to me because I guess I hadn't like seen it out in the live, in the wild, but I saw this TikTok of a hiring manager talking about how she doesn't typically hire Gen Z, which is already like the fact that she's talking about it on TikTok.
Discrimination.
It's discrimination. Yeah. And so it caught my attention because I was like, what are you going to say?
Yeah.
You know? And so she goes into saying how she typically doesn't hire Gen Z because like they're young and inexperienced. Well, yeah, but how is Gen Z supposed to get
Yeah.
experience if you don't give them the chance, right?
Mhm.
So she ends up hiring this girl because she was like really sweet and seemed like she'd be on top of her job. And 2 weeks into the position, the girl asks for PTO. And when I'm listening to the story, like I actually saw nothing wrong with the girl asking for PTO. It's like the way that everything else kept unraveling that I was like, okay, you obviously, this is not how you handle things. And this is the issue with the generation that they're not being taught how to handle things.
Yeah.
But the girl basically sent a Suno, right? Suno
Yeah,
or
Suno.
Suna? Yeah.
Whatever, the
AI
the AI
platform that
music thing,
makes a
yeah.
song for you, right? And she sends, I'm gonna play the part of the song. She sends in a song. Well, so she asks for the PTO,
That shit was
and
funny.
the hiring manager in the video says like the answer is no, but I tell her I'm gonna look at the schedule. So then I was already like, well, then just tell her no. If the answer is
Right.
no, like why are you like
Like, why are you
teetering
feeding
with
into this
her,
shit?
right?
Like, be direct.
And so I guess not even 24 hours later, the girl sends the hiring manager an email with a link, and the link is to the Suno song. And the song, I thought it was so funny. And when I was listening to it, I was like, man, I'd give her the time off, like for fucking
For trying?
creativity. I don't know.
A for effort.
Yeah.
Paulina said.
Weeks ago, still learning names. Now I'm in your inbox, like got some plans. Flight leaves Friday, yeah, it's kinda last minute. Saw a cheap deal, couldn't not book it. I know it's soon, don't hate me though. I'll finish my task before I go. Promise I'm loyal, I swear I care. Just need 3 days, I'll slack from
think that's like the end of the song. Like
I'd
it
be
keeps
so
kind of
mad
going.
to get that. I'm gonna slap the shit out of her.
Because that's not how you ask for time off, right? Like to me, like
Yeah.
you write an email, you give your explanation, whatever, you go speak to the hiring manager. Like there's other ways to go about it.
Does it
But
say what
also,
kind of
like-
company it is?
But she doesn't
Oh,
know.
okay.
People in the comments, it's like one or the other. People are either ripping her a new one for saying what she said at the beginning, and like that is discrimination.
It is,
like that
yeah.
is that is a case. Like she could sue you for saying that. Like a bunch of things. And then there's people in the comments that are like, give the girl the PTO. Like why? Like kind of what I thought was like, if you already knew the answer was no, like then tell her no. Like why string her along? Because she technically did ask you the right
Mhm.
way the first time.
She was just waiting.
But she was waiting and and so she decided to try to get creative. Like I don't know. And I remember when I was like studying in college and like learning how to put resumes together and like going through the whole process, like one of the things was resumes with pictures. And that just never
Oh.
sat well with me, like adding
Mhm.
your picture to your resume. Like I always thought that was really weird and like unprofessional.
Mexico does that a lot.
Mexico does,
Yeah,
or
or
like other
Latino
countries
Americas,
do
yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I remember I was like, no, I'm never gonna do that. Like that's
Yeah,
weird
actually,
to
my
me.
friends in Germany, when they
Mhm.
asked me
Oh,
to
really?
look over there.
Yeah, so I think it's
They
like
have
they do
pictures.
this too.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
And so then I was like, I'm never gonna do that. That's weird. And then when I started going into like the workforce, like people were actually doing it, and hiring managers thought it was weird. Like adding color to your resume was weird to the hiring
Yeah.
manager. So like, where is the line of like, like where do we draw the line of like trying to be different and a little creative and also like professional, you
Yeah.
know? So yeah, I don't know. Like people in the comments are like, you never asked for PTO in your first 90 days of work. But like, I mean, I have, and I've, like I know I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do my job. Like just because I'm asking for time off doesn't mean that like I'm not dedicated to the job. But sometimes you just gotta go do some, or I don't know, like something comes up or whatever the case is. But I am also very big on like work is not your life.
Yeah.
Like work is a part of your life, and you should have the flexibility to still be able to like continue living your life while giving your job your all, because I get it. Like this company is paying you, and like they're investing in you, and like they're putting a lot, they're putting like faith in you
Resources
in a way,
on
and
the line for
resources.
you.
Yeah. But like, and so then people were like, you don't ask for the PTO in the 90 days. And then other people were like, well, was it even disclosed that she had some kind of probation? Because she didn't say that in the video.
Well,
So
there's
we don't
many
really know.
There's that decision is so layered that like you have to take that for surface value.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the song is fucking weird though. Like keep that to yourself. What the fuck is that?
Well, that's why I asked what kind of industry it was. Because
Right.
like if I
it's-
was,
if you're in a creative industry,
See.
maybe.
or like
Maybe
if it was
she-
like a young, like if I had Vitality Bowl still, and one of my employees like asked me for time off and they hit me with that shit, I think it would be fucking hilarious. It's also like a not a maturity thing, but it's like a know your place type
Yeah, know
deal.
your audience.
Know your audience, yeah. Because I'm in a superfood cafe, bro. Like I don't care.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
Yeah, but like if it was a professional setting, like a tech job or something, and
Yeah.
they hit me with that, like my personality would be to laugh at it, and I would
For
be
sure.
inclined to give it to you. But that's me as like me personally.
See, I'm playful and I've never had a corporate job because I know I can't handle that shit. I
Yeah.
don't want to. And I still think that's annoying.
Although I
I'm
would
still
think,
like,
yeah,
no.
I would think it's funny, and I would probably give her the time off because of the song, but I wouldn't let her know that it was because of the song, because depending on the professional status or the professional
Yeah.
like place, I'm not gonna let her think that I'm okay with
With
this,
that type of
yeah, with
behavior,
this type
yeah.
of behavior,
Yeah.
or like her
Um,
telling other employees, oh, I sent him this song. So
Yeah.
like I would think it's funny, but I would probably go into the direction of like I'm gonna call you in after and be like, hey, you know what, this wasn't professional.
Yeah.
My answer would have been no.
Damn.
Also, hold on.
And-
Has a chip on her
I'm
shoulder
gonna,
too.
I know.
no, work is work.
Okay,
and
wait.
then-
Coming
also-
from the PTO queen,
I know.
though.
Well, that's why I have the job I have. So that's clearly not where you should be. I think you also have to know yourself enough where I could never be in a corporate setting because I've never
Mhm.
dealt with a
But
hiring
we don't
manager.
we don't know if this is corporate.
But she has a hiring
she's
manager.
a hiring manager. But
So
it could
it's corporate
just
enough.
be-
Yeah.
Yeah.
where you have to go
let's
through
assume, let's assume it's higher up. Like
it has to
Yeah.
be because if you're having to go through that, like I don't tell my boss I'm leaving. I was like, hey, by the way, starting next Monday, I'm going to be in Spain. Like, I'm going to be 9 hours ahead. Here's my schedule.
Yeah.
Here's what I plan to do. And he's like, all right, cool. But I've also worked there for 13 years and earned that.
Like
Yeah.
that
And-
seniority.
And he leaves all the time. He's in Mexico every other week at his house. He goes on a cruise every summer for a month, sometimes 3.
But he also owns the company.
And he owns the
so-
company. But the whole
I mean, he
thing
kind
is
of gets to
that,
do that.
for sure. But he's like set the culture of
Yeah.
our company where he believes that we should be able to do our jobs from everywhere. The part where I don't agree is that I don't have an off button.
Mhm.
Like I travel and people
You're working.
still
Mhm.
Yeah.
reach out to me like weekends, night times, it doesn't matter. And so that part is like other people could look at that and be like, that's not a work-life balance. Like,
Mhm.
what are you doing? But for me, it works because I get to do that and I
Mhm.
don't have to ask for permission.
Yeah.
If I want to go to fucking Mexico 6 times that year, I'm going 6 times that year. But I've built my life that way. If you're applying for a corporate job where you have checks and balances to get certain things and what you want, what do you mean PTO? You've been here 2 weeks. You haven't accrued any loyalty or work ethic into the business that you want to pay you for the time you're not here. Like that to me doesn't make sense.
What's like a red flag?
Well,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. And I guess like I've kind of been on all sides of the spectrum when it comes to work. I've done corporate, I've done agency, I've done like just my one
Sole
boss
proprietor or
and
something
me
like-
by
yeah.
myself. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, like I've done kind of a little bit of everything. And when I was agency, it was very much like what you do. Like he didn't care what time I did my work. He didn't care if I was on the other side of the world. It was like, just get your work done and whatever. Right.
Yeah.
Starting my last job prior to the one that I'm at now, that you could consider corporate, but it was very agency style.
Mhm.
Like they didn't care either. And like coming into the job, I did have a pre-planned vacation.
Yeah.
And like once the job got offered to me, I was like, hey, just so you know, like,
And that's
2
different
weeks
too.
in,
I've done that.
yeah, you
Yeah.
know, like I have this vacation. And then she even said like, I don't understand people that like, just because you have a vacation coming up wouldn't hire you. Like your resume speaks for
And
itself.
I agree with that too.
And so,
Yeah.
you know, like I'm going to give you the
But
time.
I think that's a little bit different though, because yours was pre-planned, and here it sounds like she just sprung it up.
Right,
on her,
and
you
it
know?
She
says it
did
in the
just bring
song.
it up,
She's
so-
like, the
yeah.
flight was too good to pass up. And I'm
Yeah.
like, why would you say that to
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
You've been here 2
Yeah.
weeks.
But it's-
But then like,
yeah.
so my last job, I didn't have like a 90-day probation. I didn't have a contract. There wasn't really anything there that could have told me like, no, you're not going to get this time off.
Mhm.
But like at my corporate, where I'm at now is very corporate. And I went through this whole scandal with the wedding.
Mhm.
I remember
Because
that, yeah.
I did have a 90-day probation, which I was okay with respecting. I was like, okay, 100%. But even with that 90-day probation, my manager was like, if you want to take time off, you can take time off. It's just not going to be paid.
Right.
So I was like, okay, well, like that's nice. You know, I
Yeah.
appreciate the balance of like, well, like you
You can
So
decide.
that's the other
decide.
thing. Did you deny the PTO or did you deny the time off
pay-
period?
Exactly. Yeah. So that we don't know.
As far as you're saying PTO, that's paid time off.
Yeah.
No, you've only been here 2 weeks. You have not contributed enough for me to pay you for what?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I guess
Go,
that's true.
go
I didn't
on
even
your
think
trip,
about
but
that.
I'm
yeah.
not paying you.
'Cause
Okay.
your boss handled it pretty good, where it was like, okay,
Yeah.
you can go. Well,
But
like,
she had, yeah. I
yeah.
mean, and
Well,
even
your
if,
situation was different
was
because
different.
there was a lot of miscommunication.
yeah,
But like, let's
Yours
say for
also,
example,
if I'm not mistaken, was like you have to work a certain amount of time, then you get this
it
time.
was the
and then-
90 days.
Right,
And then I was
so-
supposed
And
to
then,
get
like,
a
it
bank,
banks,
but
yeah.
they didn't bank it. They accrued it. So by the
Yeah.
time that we were getting married was exactly the 90 days of work. So I thought I was going to have the bank of X amount of days
Right.
off. I mean, shout out to the job that I'm at now. They ended up paying me, which is
Mhm.
amazing. Like they didn't
Yeah.
have to do that because it was miscommunication on the hiring
yeah.
manager.
and you didn't have to, have to jump
Right.
a bunch through. Like, you didn't
Yeah,
have to
I
jump through
didn't
like
at
hoops.
all. Like,
Yeah.
and so
ni se las hiciste de pedo.
No.
you know.
Sí.
And so that kind of brings me into like the next thing that I was thinking about is that like to me, them doing that for me showed that they appreciated
Yes.
me and my work, right?
Mhm.
And my time and whatever, like my investment in the company.
And your transparency, probably.
And yeah. So then like does that in this situation, like does giving the girl the 2 days off and paying her maybe give her that like this is gonna be a cool company for me to be at for and like kind of build
No,
the
I
rapport
don't
and the
trust you yet.
respect?
2 weeks. The fucking. I don't know who you are. What if you start doing this all the time and then I paid you for what?
Yeah, I think
Like I don't know
yeah.
you yet.
I get that. I think I don't know. I teeter totter both because I understand your point.
Right, because it's business. It's like, and
Yeah,
you're giving
yeah,
money
and like
from
I'm
your
At the end of the day,
100%
I'm
in
not
that
your
way.
friend.
Exactly.
We work
And
here.
but then also like if it's and I think this is me being a little bit more like personal or like empathetic. It's just kind of like let's just have a conversation. Like, hey,
Mhm.
is if it's only 2 days, not that maybe I'll pay them, but like maybe let's have a meeting before and be like, hey, this can't keep happening.
It's not something that's going to
It's
be
not something,
continuous.
yeah. Like
Mhm.
this isn't. And I think just so much depends on like what is happening, right?
Yeah.
Because if it's my own personal company and I handle everything and I have
Yeah.
hands in the finances and the logistics, then I can be like, hey, I'm gonna pay you these 2 days, but it can't keep happening. But if it's a structured company like yours, where like each department has a head and that's the only thing that they're in charge of, and there's loopholes and there's things that you got to do, then maybe no, I wouldn't.
Right. Okay.
I
I get
wouldn't.
what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah. I kind of see it the way you see it too. I think initially for me, like I would have given her the time off and I would have paid her the time off if I saw the value in her. And if I hired her, it's because I saw the value in her, right?
And she better be sucking the dick of the company for 2 weeks every day on your knees
And maybe the
for me
reason
to say yes to that. No.
maybe the reason I see it as like how I'm like, I guess I would give it to her is because I've always been given that chance at every job that I've had. I've always been given the PTO. I've always been paid the time. Like, yeah, like my current job is super corporate and there's rules in place. So it's harder. But even then, like they still like,
Yeah.
figured out a way to do it. And there's always a way. So I think to me, like that has always given me a lot of loyalty to the company or the job or the person or whatever. And like, I
Yeah.
mean, my first agency, I was with him for like 8 years.
Yeah.
Like I never
Yeah.
left even when I got new jobs because I knew that like he's always been like really flexible. He would
He
give me
takes care of
PTO,
you, yeah.
would give me bonuses. You know, it was like things
Yeah.
like that like
I
kind
actually
of
really
builds
liked
the
him.
loyalty.
Can we say his name?
Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out
Shout out Dan. If you listen, he used to listen, or he used to like.
he did, or
yeah.
at least like would watch the clips
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I really liked him.
Yeah. So I don't know. So I think
See the
that
one
was
got
like
you
part
the
of it.
espresso machine?
He is,
Yeah.
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 Shout
Like
out
till this
Dan.
day, like for our wedding,
there's
he
a
gave us an
relationship, yeah.
espresso machine.
But also,
Yeah.
digo, like that's what I'm saying. Like I think if it's like your business, then there can be that kind of like personal, a little bit
Relate
more
the
of a
rapport,
personal
yeah.
Yes,
relationship.
but in 2 weeks, I haven't built that with you
See,
yet.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
But
also,
you're gonna have to
yeah.
trust the people. No, like pre-trust. I
No.
don't know.
Also-
I don't trust nobody.
Also, it depends on what type of situation I'm in. I'm gonna go into this saying that it's a personal business.
Think about when you had Vitality Bowls, for example. Everybody that worked there was really young,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And they all needed time off for something, whatever it was, a fucking festival, school, like whatever it was, they always needed something. And I think about like your busy season, like summertime, right? Say you hired a shift lead and in 2 weeks during your peak season, she was like, hey, actually, like I'm gonna need these. Like, I want these 3 PTO days. I could see you saying no to that,
Yeah,
but explaining to her why you're saying
yeah,
no,
exactly.
right?
Or I would tell her like straight up, it's like, hey, you're my shift lead, unless
Right.
you get it covered by another shift lead because you have responsibilities.
Mhm.
Like if you were a normal employee, then it's like, all right, whatever, bro, like go fuck off. But now you're my closer, now you're my opener, now you need to go to the bank for me. Like if something's running out, like I am depending on you
Yeah.
for the for the
Right.
life of this company for this to like run
Yeah.
properly.
Mhm.
So yeah, no, there I would have definitely been like no, or it would have been a deeper conversation.
Mhm. Yeah.
Also, it's so different. Like for me, for example, I'm about to be off for half of May
Mhm.
because I'm going to Bottle Rock. And the day after,
What?
Hold on, I didn't get no damn email or PTO request.
You gave her PTO.
You guys are getting paid.
anyway, I'm going to Bottle Rock, and I come back from Bottle Rock, and the next day I fly to Puerto Vallarta
Mhm.
for Tabor's thing, and
Oh, you richness.
then from there I decided I was going to extend it because all of the flights to get straight to Torreon to visit my grandmother are too expensive.
Mhm.
And it's literally cheaper for me to go to Mexico City first, stay with my friends for a couple days, and I have a free place to stay there. And then where we are in Puerto Vallarta, I'm also not paying for where I stay. And then going to Torreon a few days later, because that flight is that much cheap. Like it went from $300 to like $45.
Oh wow.
So I made it that, but now it makes it so that I'm going to be gone for like 2.5 weeks.
What?
Listen, I'm looking at my emails right now, and I don't see no PTO requests. So
Yeah, we'll
Unless
talk.
we-
We'll talk
Denied.
after this.
unless we all
It's a
going.
no for me.
Unless we all going. But do you think it's a general?
But-
Do you think it's a gen? That's okay. Go ahead.
But so here's my point. My point, I haven't seen my grandma since 2018. She's not doing so well. She's the last grandparent I have left. So I told my boss, like, I really need to see my grandmother.
Mhm.
Like, one of my cousins is getting married, and luckily this affords me another opportunity to go see her in November. And I don't want to be morbid or even speak that into existence. But what if something happens from now till
Yeah.
then? I'd rather take this opportunity now to go see her. And like, if it's like, hey, I really would like to extend this. Like, I'm going for a wedding. It's not even I'm like going just for fun.
This
You
is
know what
Sylvia
I mean?
submitting her PTO for
Oh, yeah.
November.
Mhm.
So what happened to the guy that was just talking to us? I'm gonna need to talk to him. I put in my PTO request. And so
Like
if
I
it's
said,
like, hey,
we're gonna have to
my
have a
grandmother's
conversation, though.
dying, like I really need to go take this time because I haven't been able to since 2018. That's different than, oh, it was a cheap flight. Like,
No,
oh,
100%.
like no. I think I'm maybe it's because I'm fiercely loyal and I'm projecting, but I definitely like to like earn my place
Mhm.
where I am. And I want to build that trust so that I can eventually do shit like that. And
Yeah.
that's the way I've worked at my job for 13 years.
But is that not like a generational thing though?
Well, and that's what I was about to say because I thought that way for a really long time.
Yeah.
And then I got to this point in like
Mhm.
my career where I was like, these people don't give a shit about me.
Well,
Like,
not your career. I
Yeah.
think just like in the way
I
you
could-
personally like think about it, because like you're
Yeah.
you're disposable at the end of the day to any company.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I think for a long time I had that like hustle mentality, like no, I tengo que quedar bien, like I have to prove myself, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And, like,
Bao
maybe now-
hated asking for time off.
It
it
was
would give her
give
like
me so much
legit
anxiety.
anxiety.
Oh.
I actually
Yeah.
See, I'm not afraid to ask for it, but I'm also like, I'm indignant and confident in what I'm asking for.
right. No, it would give me so much anxiety. And it's definitely a trauma, like it's a childhood
Aw.
trauma.
Asómalo.
Oh, because it was, sorry, mom, but I'm sure you know this already. But but it was like I would ask my mom for permission, and like say I would ask her on a Monday, and like the event was on a Friday,
Mhm.
and if something happened between Monday and Friday that she didn't like, she would then be like, "Ya no puedes ir el viernes,"
Got it.
or
My dad still be doing that. I'm 34.
or it was like what kind of mood is she in? You know, like what kind of mood are my parents in? Like, do I ask now? Do I wait?
That's so funny.
And I really
have
do
that
think
too.
that transferred into like
Your
my
work
my
life,
work life, yeah,
professional
and
life.
the way I would ask for time off. And so at the beginning, I
Damn,
wouldn't.
You're like opening a window to my soul right now. Because I would only ask my dad for permission to do things if we were flying at the airport on Sundays. Because that's when he's in the best mood.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean,
Damn.
But yo creo que I think in that type of topic, I think we all know our parents and know how to like weasel
Oh, for
ourselves
sure.
into
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it was
a
enough
permission.
for me to like bring that into
Oh,
my
yeah.
Adulthood,
my
yeah.
adulthood, you
Yeah.
know, and like with my past boss, like I would kind of do that too. Like, what kind of mood is she in? Like, do I ask today? Do I ask tomorrow? And then before you knew it, it was like the day before, and I'm like, well, I gotta tell her now. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we're leaving Italy tomorrow. You still haven't said shit.
And I did.
Please tell them.
I did promise myself I wouldn't do that with this new job. Like I
Got
would
it.
tell them with time and whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I do. It's like this topic is so interesting because I do feel like it also depends on like
Yeah.
how you've dealt with things in the past. And for a really long time, I was the same way. Like I have to prove myself. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to be with the company for a certain amount of time so that they know that like I'll do the work or whatever. And then like little by little, I was like, okay, but also like we deserve to have a life. And like just
Mhm.
because it's 2 weeks in doesn't mean that I shouldn't be able to take this vacation. But I am 9 years into my career. You
Yeah.
know, like I'm not entry level anymore. Like
right.
I am
Well,
at
and
an expert
I
level.
think that's where my problem lies. Because with younger people, and I've unfortunately experienced this in the property management realm, like, yes, my job is ideal. I've been there for 13 years, though.
yeah.
I've put in 13 years of honest work, and it's been at least the 6 years since COVID
Yeah.
that I've proven that I can work from home and you don't have to micromanage me.
Mhm.
So half the amount of time I've been at the company, I've also proven to you that I'm very self-led and I'm still going to get everything done. And I still copy my boss on all the emails. And if and when I drop the ball, I ask for help. and
Yeah.
whatever. Like it's a very open communication at my
Sylvia's like
company.
Thor. She proved her worthiness.
Exactly. But there is nothing fucking worse than some little fucking escuincle
that's
that
true.
comes in and they want to fucking work from home too. And no, bitch, I
Yeah.
was at that front desk, manning that desk, there to answer the phones because that's literally your fucking job. And then they would be like, well, why doesn't Sylvia have to come in? Because they have my cell phone, bitch. Like they call me at night, they call me on the weekends. They bother me whatever the fuck
Yeah.
time. You are literally being asked to be here 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. I don't get that kind of time off. But they just like, no sé qué tienen. Like there's just this like
There's an entitlement behind it.
yeah, they feel so like privileged and entitled to be like, well, I deserve what you have. No, you don't, because I
Yeah.
worked for it.
Yeah.
And you've been here for a month and you want to like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's some principle where that just can't be okay.
But you don't
And I
think-
do see that.
You don't think that you don't think like nosotros tenemos la culpa de eso un poquito?
¿En
be-
qué sentido?
Like, for example, the podcast, we preach mental health up and down, left and right of me here.
Out the wazoo, yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of why the like Gen Z, for
Oh.
example, they're asking for time off is because like, oh, I need a mental health day. So isn't it a little bit hypocritical?
Okay, yes, but I will agree here with Sylvia. 2 weeks in.
Yeah. Like,
Like,
Thank you.
Like, I will agree with that. Like, at least the girl in this specific video was honest and was like, I found the fucking cheap flight and I want to go. Like, I've been wanting, I don't know, fucking wanting to go to Nashville. And like, now
yeah,
I
but
can
the
go,
audacity
you know?
to ask to get paid for that is where I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's about, I'm a sucker for a cheap flight. I'm on Skyscanner. Like that's my job.
Yeah.
I love a good cheap flight. And that's usually when I'll go to Mexico. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm not saying don't live your life. I'm saying the audacity that someone would have to think that anybody owes you paid time off when you have not even been there for a month.
it's a boundary
You
thing.
Yeah. It's a principle. Like, okay, you don't have to work here 10 years and be a slave to the company to like earn your keep. Like, but 2 weeks in and hey, can I get paid just because I found like something cheap on Skyscanner? No. You've barely, like, I don't even know if you're going to quit when you come back.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like, I don't know you.
Do you think we're becoming though like the bosses that we hated?
I think so.
Because like
I don't know. I'm mad cool.
but won't give
don't ask her.
PTO.
But don't ask her fucking 2 weeks in that you want to go see Gam Gam.
No, you can go see Gam Gam. I'm not paying you for that. You better go see Gam Gam on your dime.
Because like every generation, I feel like something dies, right? Like, and like before, like the hustle culture was very, very drilled.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
even into our like,
Yeah, it is for
Generation.
me.
Yeah.
I'm a workaholic. Yeah.
yeah, and like I've slowly tried to be like, no, work-life balance, except for when it comes to the podcast, but like professionally,
Really?
if you haven't noticed,
What?
but if I would have been in a typical corporate job, I would have definitely been the employee that I hate,
Mm-hmm.
which irks me a little bit, you know. But like I feel like every generation, like something dies, and I think that like now we're kind of becoming what the bosses were to us when we were in entry level positions.
I get what you're saying. One thing I will say is that the younger generations are entitled and think they deserve everything, right?
Yes.
So I do
That
agree
I
with
think
like
we all agree with.
yeah, I do agree with like having to set the boundary and setting some kind of like you're still in a professional setting, like you still have to know how to act, you know? But like where are we going wrong that they're not learning that?
Social media.
Yeah.
Because there's like hay de todo, so then
Yeah.
like kind of like
It's
like a boyfriend. Like
yeah.
if you're not giving me what I want, I'm
well,
gonna
Yes.
move
it's
on
like
to the next.
it's like a micro versus the micro influencers,
Mhm.
where it's like you kind of feel like you deserve it all, but you really haven't proven yourself,
Yeah,
Right.
you know. But you still kind of get that like,
Very passionate about this.
but you
I'm
still
s- I'm
kind of get
mad.
that like,
No, I'm mad.
like
She's
I want-
angry.
she's angry, she's angry.
Angry.
But you still kind of feel that want to like, oh,
no
I
more
want.
questions because
Because
I'm mad.
she's angry.
Okay, I think we've gotten our point across how
Mhm.
we feel about Gen Z and the way they do things. But how do we feel about this song? And like do it like I know.
I was like,
Get that shit out of my face.
I was like,
What the
lighter. We
fuck
talked
is
about that shit. Fuck that song. The
No.
fucking FIFA song. Shit was
No.
stupid.
Like, is this the norm? Like, I mean, I wish we had a hiring manager here. Like, is this what kids are doing now? Like,
Don't we have people in HR?
Well, anybody, if you're in HR, what's
Yeah.
the weirdest or craziest thing that you've seen in the industry with people asking for things, how they ask for things, how they word things in an email? Like, I'm
It
so
might be.
curious because this cannot be the world we live in. I'm all for like sparking creativity and whatever. And like I said, if you're at like a creative agency or an ad agency and you did something like that, I would understand it because you're like
you're
being
in
playful
the
in the
industry.
creative space. If you're working in finance and doing that shit though, who's your mom? How did she raise you? I need to talk to her.
Oh, there's an anthem. Like,
The fuck is going on? Like,
yeah. I mean, I don't think they should be sending songs. Like, I don't
In
care
my head,
how.
I'm just kind of like, okay, we're not doing things that we didn't like that our bosses would do, right? We kind of like, it's kind of like we're healing the workspace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But now I'm
I don't
trying
know.
to.
Maybe my situation's different.
But
That's
now,
why I'm
well,
like,
now I'm
more-
trying to think is like when Gen Z are bosses,
Yeah. Like,
are they
Like,
gonna
what's
be?
gonna be
my boss
happening
gives me
then?
weed.
Well, are
so
they gonna be-
I think my frame of reference is also very skewed where
Yeah.
I'm like, I've seen it possible where you can have structure, have loyalty, but I also know my boss wouldn't like have a conniption fit if I like had a mental break and was like,
Right.
I need a month off.
yeah.
And he'd be like, yeah, our clients probably did that to you. Like, you know,
Yeah, you're pretty privileged.
Like, he has, like,
But
he
I
has a
also
good
work
balance.
really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just,
But like now, what I'm thinking is like, watch Gen Z be bosses, but then like they're like, oh, they send me something in AI.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, what's next? Like, is Gen Z sending TikToks to their boss about how they feel? Like,
Now I'm curious.
it's just so.
I don't
Like, I
even know
want
how
to
to
know.
search that.
And I
I
hate
know.
using Gen Z. Like, I hate using the generation name because there's like a lot of hate through generations, right?
Well, like
Yeah.
the
But
it's-
boomers
it
hated
has-
millennials. It's the
like,
same
well,
thing.
and
Like
then
we,
Gen
that
Z
we were,
hates us.
yeah,
Yeah.
like we were lazy, and like all this shit. It's
Like,
the
we-
same thing, but we're the new boomers.
We are, I guess. There was a few boomer comments in that video actually, and it was funny because there was one that was
Twerk.
like, "Boomer here, love to see this new creative outlet or something." And so I was like, "Oh,
Shut up, grandpa.
Yeah.
Why are millennials hated so much?
We're fucking
We are
hated.
so
I don't
hated.
know.
I actually did that.
And I
actually,
don't get it because I think we have a really hardworking thread in
Yeah.
us.
Like Gen
which
Z hates
sucks.
us. Boomers hate
Well,
us.
I feel like the one generation before the next always hates the next because we're like the older, like we're like
We're the-
ew, you know, like
Yeah.
we're still doing that type of like generation.
cringe.
Yeah, but like even the generations younger than Gen Z, like we're raising those generations. So
Yeah.
like, where are we going wrong? Like why?
Oh God. That's so terrifying.
I don't know. I mean, I think the generation topic it can be a
Yeah,
whole
that's a whole
other
other podcast.
topic,
Yeah.
you know. But I just think the song, like it was pretty ballsy. I would
That's
never
a
send
little-
something
that-
like
I
that.
think,
That's
yeah.
a little inappropriate
That was
in
gonna
my
say,
opinion.
yeah, I think that's a little
I just don't think
unprofessional.
it's necessary. Like keep that shit to yourself.
Yeah. Again, depending on the industry,
And
but
it-
I do think it's a little unprofessional.
And I think it'd be different if she came to like if she was like, okay, like if you didn't approve the time off, I'm still going to take this trip. Don't pay me for it, whatever. Comes back from the trip is like, hey, you want to see something funny? I made this song. That's different because that's you trying to like bond again. But to like full on send it,
Did they ever send a follow
that's
up?
weird as
No.
fuck.
No.
No, I
No,
checked right
I'm
now.
sorry.
I wonder if she like made an apology song.
No, I checked. There's
God.
nothing. There's nothing.
No
after
updates.
that, no.
Well, yeah, no, I don't know. I think if I had a lot more professional position, I don't think I would hire like Gen Z.
Don't say that. You can't say that. It's illegal.
I don't care
Discrimination
What are
against
they gonna do?
ages.
Sue me. What they gonna do? Take vehicles
You
away from
have
me?
to
It's
hire
trademark,
Gen Z.
motherfucker. Is mine.
I think Gen Z in the workplace is vital. I think they bring like a fresh
Annoyance.
opinion. I think they have like a fresh set of eyes. Like I do think the younger generations in a workplace are really important.
I
Working
agree.
in all of the
I
different
think
types
diversity,
of,
period, by age, race, everything
Yeah.
is really important.
like
but
yeah.
work hard.
But yes.
The
yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, like
Don't
I
be
have
so
a couple
fucking lazy.
I have a couple coworkers right now that are like in coordinator positions, and they're Gen Z, and like they still work very hard.
Yeah.
But they keep the workplace young in a way. I sound so old right now.
You do.
But like they really do, you know, like like
the youth.
no, but like they're the ones
You
that are
children
like
just keep me alive.
they're the ones that are like on top of people's birthdays.
It's giving white viejita vibes.
Karen.
It's giving Sally with the bob cut.
Oh, whatever.
You young
But
generation.
I mean, I don't have
and your
time to be fucking
tic-tac.
setting up the potluck and the fucking birthday sign. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like they do bring in that energy into
Yeah.
workplace that
Yeah.
you want to see, even as an older generation.
Yeah,
I'm
or
not,
whatever.
I'm not saying like they don't bring in energy. I just think like for
Yeah, I'm
me
not
it's
saying
like
they don't have anything to contribute.
yeah. To me it's like I hate inefficiency.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I mean,
See,
I do too,
And
but
like let's say for example in the carpet cleaning, someone that's younger is not gonna want to do generalizing because there are some that will put in
Yeah.
hard work like that, but there's very few people that will put in work in hard manual labor jobs right now
Yeah, it's true.
because everyone wants to be a fucking influencer, me included.
I was about to say.
We keeping it real here.
Yeah. But like realistically, like if I hire younger, they're gonna be tired as fuck. Like I'm
Yes.
a fucking workhorse.
Yeah.
But younger is also what's going to accept the kind of pay that you would offer.
I don't know, we're pretty high up there.
No, that's the problem we run
Yeah.
into is that is what we're paying. And
Yeah.
so that is who we get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they come in and I'm like, okay, yes, like I know that there's things like that you can do more efficiently, ways you can optimize. Like they're great with technology now. I sound old. But like come in and
Can
do
you help
those
me?
things.
Yeah.
And
Bring
then ask
this-
for PTO. Yes, because you just optimized my whole fucking system. I see your value now. Take all the fucking PTO you want.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Like, I think there should be a healthy balance. And I feel like this goes for relationships. Like, you don't just give a man a key to your apartment after a month.
It's true.
You have to earn, like, make sure you're not going to fucking murder me. You're going to treat me right. And then after
Hey,
dating
yo,
for a while, now
that
you can
fucking-
have a key and you
the
can come in anytime
housemaid.
you like.
The Housemaid was sidetracked.
movie.
The movie.
Oh, God, yeah.
shit.
Did
that
you
was-
watch it?
No, I want to watch it, though.
Oh,
It's pretty
dude,
good.
it was
Is
really
it?
good.
Well,
Yeah,
I read the book, and so I wanted
Oh,
to like
shit.
compare.
How did it compare?
I mean, the book was way better, but
Always,
they
but,
did a pretty
like,
good
did
job.
they? Okay.
Yeah,
Did-
like
they didn't change
it's-
like the plot or anything.
No, the
'Cause
plot
I
is
hate
exactly
when
the
they do that.
same. They obviously took some things out
For
because
sure.
like the movie has to be shorter, but there was parts where I was like, wait, that's not how it happened. But I mean, it's
Mm.
just like little things like that. But overall it was a good movie. The first part, like the first 30 minutes are a little slow,
Mm.
but I mean, I guess you kind of get that from the book too. Like you start to like learn, like know about the characters. And then after the first like 30-ish minutes, it like really picks up. Mario really liked it.
Sydney Sweeney did an amazing job.
Stay away.
Anyways,
Um,
enough about Gen Z hate over here. We don't hate y'all, okay?
No,
I
yeah.
don't. And I think there are exceptions. Like my sister is just as hard of a worker
Mhm.
as I am, and we have a 10-year.
But your sister wouldn't send a song, would she?
Fuck no.
Like I don't know. Call
I
her.
don't
Ask
know,
her.
but she would send a meme or like a
But
sticker.
she would like send that again, like in the way I mentioned, where she's like, "Hey, I saw this later, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you." Like she would
Well, I
like
think it
use it
depends
to
on the
like
Depends on the situation,
lighten
on
the
the relationship.
situation, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought when I watched the video, I thought it was really funny because there was just so many different avenues that could go. You know, I was like, A, the hiring manager should not have said what she said. B, what the fuck is this song? Because the song also sounds like so poppy that I'm like, ew. Like,
Yeah.
like, what is this? And then the whole video ended and I was like, what would I do? Like, it's just such a weird situation to be in. But
Yeah.
stop.
No, listen, no,
Don't
listen-
send songs.
Yeah, no les estoy culpando. And I'm not saying okay. I did give them a lot of hate this episode, but like at the same time too, like I put myself in their shoes and in their situation. And going back to what I was saying is that like we didn't like certain things about our bosses when we were in entry level positions, but we also
Learned from that.
no, but
Or,
yeah, we did, but also we learned to love life a little bit more because we saw how much they were just work on the go 24/7, and we didn't want that for our lives. But we also brought some of that into our professional relationships or professional workplaces and maybe they're seeing us now being so like work, 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 and they want to love life a little bit too, you know.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
and a different point of view, I can also understand why they're like, oh yeah, cheap tickets, fuck it, I'm
Mhm.
gonna get these 2 weeks off or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I don't
let us
know.
know in the comments how you feel about the song. Because the song was the triggering moment for me.
It
That's
is. I'll
where I
put it
was
up.
like,
I
What
think
the
all
fuck?
of it annoyed the fuck out of me. It's like, get a grip. This is real life. We're playing for points, bitch.
She's angry. She's angry.
There's chips on shoulders on that side of the room.
Yeah. You're rubbing off on me.
Take your PTO, yo.
If you have it, take it.
Yes.
But anyways, guys, yeah, let us know down in the comments what you guys think. If you want to be an influencer too, let me know. It's hard out here. And if you have any PR packages that you
No,
want to
we
send
need
us,
an editor.
we
An
do need a
editor.
fucking
If there's
editor.
anybody out there
I need my time
that
back.
is learning,
Please.
Yeah.
I'll give you the PTO. I promise. I'll convince Mario to give you the PTO.
Listen,
You
if
gotta
I
ask mom, not
listen,
dad.
if I see you putting in the work and my videos are up before I have to ask for them,
You
and,
can do that from fucking Italy.
Anywhere.
I don't
Exactly.
care.
Yeah.
and
And
I
that's what I'm talking
and
about.
I get at least 3 clips per episode.
Hold on.
That's all I'm asking for.
Maybe this isn't the best episode to ask for an editor. We really bashed on.
Hey, but if you're a really
on-
creative Gen Zer and you love
no,
podcasting
if you're
and clipping,
efficient and you're gonna do the
No.
work and I don't care. You can do that from anywhere.
you
Yeah.
can.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Just fucking do it.
If you're,
Just do your
I mean,
job.
if we're getting an editor, they're working under like they're a contractor, you know, and so like they know they have to get their stuff done. So it's just a
Yeah.
little different. But we are looking for an editor. If anybody wants
Yes,
to
please
help.
me.
Yeah, like, as long as I don't have to deal with the one in the green shirt.
Yes.
She scares me.
I
Help.
was like,
No. Him. Help.
oh, your good voice. Oh, we woke you up. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Did we
Why did you
disturb
look
your
so
beauty
confused?
sleep?
We
I know.
scared Ollie.
But anyways,
See?
guys, thank you so much
Energy.
for energy. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode, babe. Go ahead. Go to-
Oh, I don't know.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
You're
I
the
already said that
boss. What
again.
the hell?
I know. Well, shit.
I carried this episode.
Sometimes the boss needs some PTO. Shit.
Denied.
Fuck off.
No.
You're leaving all of May. Anyways, guys, live your best life. Fight your fears. At the end of the day, the only thing that you regret are the things that you did not do, including those 2 weeks off. Well, vive con huevos, guys. We're out of here. We love you. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Vive con huevos. 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 No sé si lo sabes.